Hi everybody, this is Dennis. I'm going to bring you the full review of Star Trek, the classic UK comics. This is the second volume. This is when IDW had reprinted them. The book's from 2016. This is a series of books. It's a 3-volume set. I came across this one purely by accident. I found it used. And guys, this is really intriguing. Some of you may have known about this. Maybe not all of you have. I'm going to show you, take off the cover of the spine. You can see IDW puts it out. And this one was a used copy. It's in pretty neat shape. But I'm going to take you through, I don't think this came with it originally, but the original owner, a lot of this looks like it's from Star Trek 3. So these are, looks like cards or stickers that they had put on. These are from Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. You probably recognize a lot of those pictures. This actually has nothing to do with the book. It's really neat, though, that they had done this. And then this looks like almost like a, I was going to say it was an uncut sheet, but I can feel the perforations. So they were strips. So anyway, that was just kind of a neat bonus in this. But I did want to really talk about this. IDW put it out. It was printed in San Diego. There's 3 volumes. Now that I have found this, I'm probably going to go on the hunt for them. I've got a convention coming up, so maybe I get lucky and find it. But the following encyclopedia chronicles all the characters, worlds, vessels, aliens, creatures, and objects mentioned in the British Star Trek comic strips, published in the pages of Joe 90, Top Secret, TV 21, and Joe 90, Valiant and TV 21, Radio Times, and Mighty TV Comic, all of which are reprinted in this in the 3-volume set. So anyway, it goes down the abbreviations and really what you can expect to see, kind of like a glossary. You can look things up. And it looks like we're definitely going to need all 3 of them. But in over here, it tells you that the first story is storyline 18, which was contained in issue 65 to 73. And it's the storyline where giants tread. Anyway, so it lists them. I Emperor, Slaves of the Frogmen, Key Witness, Nova 13. So these were all stories that were run through the serials. I picked it up and I just looked at the artwork, and I do have a lot of Star Trek books. But like I said, this one was different, especially being over in Britain. You can see TV 21, it reprints it. I had to do a little research, and it is interesting because it looks like they did a really nice job of reprinting them. Corgi Model Club News, page 23, which I used to collect Corgi World War II, of the Air Force and some of the tanks, and they're really great. I'll call them model/miniatures. Really neat. Die casts. But as we go through it, you get to take a look at the artwork. So apparently, before Star Trek became a TV show, they'd sent out prototype stuff, and they started doing stories on them. This is volume 2. This one takes place in 1970, so after the show had already concluded. And you can actually, as we take a look at the artwork, I was looking for some of the artists and stuff that were on it, but I couldn't find anywhere that showed who they were. Maybe it was a group of them. If you guys happen to know anything, leave it in the comments down below. Would love to hear it. But the art's actually pretty cool, I think, on this, and it really made me want to pick this up and look through it. And, the Enterprise, the old Enterprise, was drawn a lot of times pretty well in here. You guys know I'm a big ship fan, so I really do like that when they do it. Look at that. They're giants. Except for that. Enterprise doesn't land. So, and then you can see January 23rd, 1971. You know, I actually think the art is really good in this. Very classic. There's January 30th, so every week it came out. And this is how, you know, the British were introduced to Star Trek for the TV show. Look at that. Like I said, a few issues. You know, we know the Enterprise does not have the ability to lift off from the ground. But this is early sci-fi. Well, that actually is cool. Kind of reminds me of Space 1999, the Eagle, in a way. The way of the design. I just kind of want to flip through it. Give you guys just a chance to look at the artwork. I think this is cool stuff. I'll tell you, I really am going to go down and try and find... See, now Enterprise is drawn completely differently. Looks like a different artist group. This is a different storyline, so I'm wondering if they had changed them up during the storylines. But man, this is neat, classic, sci-fi looking stuff. Oh, look at that. Suddenly, they had one of the crew. That looks Captain Kirk, but in a red shirt. Interesting. Well, I know I will be taking some time when I get it. I was stuck in the hospital for a surgery for a relative of mine, so I actually had taken an entire stack of comics and just sat down and read them. So I was trying to get caught up on some of my reading. Really wish I would have had this, because this probably would have what I would have taken instead. I am just going to skip ahead. But anyway, guys, there was 3 volumes to this. This is the middle volume. Like I said, I am going to be hunting down all the different volumes of this. I kind of just wanted you guys to see. I'm going to, you know, really flip ahead, you know, because I don't want to just go through all the pages. Look at even the shuttle, you know, that looks cool. Galileo 7. Not so fond of that drawing of the Enterprise. I'm kind of a stickler on it. That's bulbous, but definitely interesting. Well, anyway, guys, as we go through this, if you're a fan of the classic, look, that one actually is really cool. USS Enterprise, that actually is the Galileo right there. They did a really nice job of recreating that. Of course, it is much easier to recreate than the saucer section of the... There it is. Star Trek, the Gateway to the Future. Far from the center of the galaxy M674, the dying sun grew colder. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You are puzzled. So they actually have a prose right in the middle of it. Love it. Love it. So anyway, guys, as I'm going to finish flipping through it here, but I just wanted you guys to see it. Look at that. Love that. Thanks for the planet I wanted to leave for visiting for a long time. Star Trek. Hey, now there's a good... Those are actually pretty good drawings. And now we're into Valiant and TV21. And so it picked up, the stories picked up in there. So anyway, guys, I just wanted you to be able to take a look at that. I think the artwork is just, like I said, it is classic sci-fi looking stuff. Back when, you know, they created a lot of this stuff just out of thin air. They had some of the basics, but a lot of these were classic sci-fi stories. I was just going to see if there was anything else. Oh, look at that. they got some of the old jet fighter stuff in there. Anyway, guys, cool stuff. And then the other cool thing about this book was at the very back, so you can see this concludes the final volume. There's the classics. And then whoever owned this one, you can see, again, this is all Star Trek 3. I can't tell if that is a picture set, but I think they put them on there. I don't think that was originally part of the book. And then these look like the Fleer Ultra cards that they had out there, which is really good. There's one of the 3 ships, and there's a classic view screen, and of course Captain Kirk sitting there. And love that. Deep Space Station K7. Finally got my, maybe I'll do a video on that. I finally got my K7 Eagle Moss diecast. So maybe I'll flip through it. And then you guys can see on the back. Finally, after decades of obscurity, the rare UK comic books from 70-72 are collected for the first time. So the cover price is $49.99. Mine was a used copy I found. I had not seen this at any of the stores. But anyway, you guys take a look. Leave your comments down below, especially you Trek fans. You probably know a lot more about this than I do. I came across this by accident, but I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. So smash that like and subscribe button. Join me for my quick flips of the new comics each week. I do full reviews of books and comics, kind of like this. I'm not going to, well, maybe I will grade it. This is cool. I really want the first one to start it with. But this was so neat. I'm giving this an 8.5. I guess I will give it a full grade. These are how I do my full reviews on books and stuff like that, and what I think of them when I'm done. We also do movie reviews and cool TV show reviews, sci-fi, comic book related, etc. And then on Wednesdays, we usually bring in comic creators of some sort, and you guys get to interact with us, and we get to interview them, and you get to ask questions. So join us. Usually it's on Wednesdays, 3 o'clock Eastern time. So join us for that, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Thanks.